Welcome, everybody, to Iconic TV Live. It is a special day today. Today is Halloween. So welcome to Iconic TV Live for Halloween. And I hope you are having a great day. This is a day that is really going to help you stand out in your business. And what we're talking about today is how you can become the go-to thought leader in your niche so that you can not get ghosted anymore, and you can have the income and the impact that you've always wanted in your business. My name is Dr. Connie Scavella. I'm the host of the Iconic Entrepreneur Group. I am also a three-time #1 best-selling author and international speaker and a business growth strategist. And what that means is we focus on finding hidden piles of gold in your business, and we can pull out $100,000 of profit in your business in 45 minutes. If you want to know more, you just have to ask down below and just ask for a call. Just type #call. We are going to get going really quickly today because I know there's some trick-or-treating going on, and lots of candy is in store for everybody. So let me know, what is your favorite Halloween candy? And put it down below. If you have a Halloween outfit that you are wearing, let's see it. Put up a little picture, an image, or a selfie. Let's see your Halloween costume, because we have lots of prizes today. Now, one of the first things I want you to see is, as you're checking in here, down here below here, where is it? Down here is a word. Type #treat, and right before we end, we are going to attempt to do a drawing and give somebody a free session. It's a $2,000 session with me to find $100,000 in your business in 45 minutes or less. So all you have to do is type #treat down below, and we will do a random drawing to see who wins on the Halloween gift. So are you guys ready? We are ready to go too. So all you need to do now is grab a piece of paper, because this is all about you. You might think, well, I'm not even a thought leader yet. I'm just trying to figure my way around everything. That's okay. It doesn't matter if you are not there yet, even if you don't even have all the followers, even if you don't even know yet, what is your power pitch? What is your story? What do you really stand for? What's your whole mission? If you don't know that, that's a perfect time to figure out what you need to do to become a thought leader in the field. All right. And so what we want to do today is go through and show you the roadmap. Okay, it's not that complicated, I promise. But we want to show you the map. How do you actually get there so that you can boost your income and boost your influence? All right. And what we're talking about today is that there are 4 simple steps to become a go-to thought leader. And one of them that we're going to talk about is the first thing that we are showing you right here is books. So you guys know I've written a number of books, and I have a whole series of new business books that are going to be coming out in the next week. And so if you are interested in those, just type #books and we can talk about those. But that's one of the ways that you can become a very prolific thought leader, is be well read. Have people know that you have a lot of books out. You have a lot to say on a topic. And what I want to do is really make sure that you know exactly what is a thought leader. Okay. And why does it even matter? Why should you become a thought leader? And a lot of people are like, what is that? I'm still trying to find my way. Okay. So if you consider yourself a thought leader, type #leader down below. #leader down below if you consider yourself a thought leader. All right. And remember, during this whole Halloween series, today we are going to give away a drawing for just typing down here #treat. Type #treat in a few minutes. We're going to do a drawing and see who wins. It's random, so we have no idea, but that is going to be your Halloween treat. So let's take a look at what a thought leader is, and why does that have to be, why is that so important for you? Because you want to think about this. It's about leadership, really, right? You want to lead the way that goes astray, meaning you don't want to follow what everybody else is doing. You want to create a leadership trail, a leadership path that nobody else is following, so that it's different. All right. And you want to create rules, new rules with new tools. because again, don't try to fit inside the box that everybody is painting you into. And in your thought leadership, you should be shaping minds without lines, meaning don't try to create people into boxes and label them, right? Try to open up minds with your thought leadership. That's really what it's about. And so the other thing that I want to tell you is that here's the question you want to ask yourself. What is the one thing that you are willing to be best at? That's really what being a thought leader is about. And how can you be the absolute best at something, not everything? I know there's some people that say I do so many things. I'm good at all these things and I have to do them all or I can't pick. That means nothing. What you really, really need to do is you need to figure out what is the one thing that you are the best at. And that's what you want to be known for. That's where you want to become a thought leader. So for us, to give you an example, the one thing that most people come to us for is to raise their income. People want more money in their business so that they can have a happier life, more freedom, more time with the people that they love. And so that's what we do, is dramatically increase the profits and revenue in your business in a very, very short period of time. So that's the thing that we're best at. Now, as a result of that, we do some other amazing things that has to do with your consciousness and your mind, because you can't really get rich unless your mind is in the right place, right? Okay. So the other thing that you want to think about as a thought leader is it's about time and consistency. And that's what equals timelessness, meaning not counting time and worrying about the hours and seeing, am I there yet? But it's putting in the time, right? Putting in the hours and putting in the reps and doing the thing that you do that you're the best at for a long period of time. You can't just do it for 2 years and then switch and then do it something else 2 years later, and 6 months later, you're doing something else. So time and consistency, that's how you get known. That's how you have that timelessness. That's how you become a legacy leader. The time and consistency both have to be put in. So I was just looking at, I was just going through some old business cards. Remember those things? And I was looking up this girl and she had her website on there, and I looked up the website and that was not there. So I Googled her, and then she had, since I met her 7 years ago, 5 different businesses that she's in, 5 different things. That's not a thought leader anywhere, right? Because if you're always switching, and she was first doing media, then she went into crypto, and then she went into a dating site, and she was doing all these things. She was never going to be a thought leader, right? And then people don't trust that when you do that, and you keep switching and switching and switching, if you keep doing that, they don't trust that they could stay with you, that you're going to be there for the long haul. That's why you need the time and consistency, right? And so what you want to do is you want to inspire awe. This is what thought leadership is about. A lot of people think you're going to have this huge ego when you have thought leadership, and everything is about me, and you're posing in front of your Lambo or whatever. No, that's not really it. Think of awe, the kind that you want to inspire, is about attention without ego. Okay. That's the acronym for awe. You're going to get a lot of attention, but it's not based on your ego. It's not all the things you did or you have, okay? It's all about who you are. And when people understand who you are, that they can know, like, and trust you, then they're going to start following you. Then they're going to start seeing, hey, is this a consistent message? Is this person been doing this for a long time? So I've been doing what I do for over 20 years. And so I have built a legacy around my specialty. Now you want to build a legacy around your specialty, okay? Because what we're talking about is a 4-step formula, okay? And that's how you become the go-to thought leader. So I want you to know, okay, if you're like, I know I need to do this, but I don't know how, and I want to do this, then just type #call, and we'll take a look at what you're doing, okay? Because there's actually a formula for becoming a thought leader. And if you want to know the formula, it's only 4 steps, and it's super easy to teach you. Just type #calls, and that way in like 10 minutes, we can help you with the thought leader formula so you can see it. Then we have a quiz that you can take as well, okay? So if you don't want to talk to us yet, we get it. You just want to get some information and see, am I on the right path? Absolutely. We can give you that quiz as well, okay? So here's the thing. When it comes to thought leadership, right? There's an area about it's really an area of expertise. And here's an old Far Side cartoon that goes way back, but I love this one. It's the Midvale School for the Gifted, right? And the point is that most experts never become thought leaders because they don't pay attention to the signs of success. What does it take? We're going to cover the four steps that you have to do. And so here you see this guy going into the gifted school, and he's trying really hard to get in. He's pushing and pushing on the door, and it won't budge. But of course, the sign says pull. All right. And that's really the problem. Most people are just not paying attention to the signs, right? Do you ever do that? I just got back from Mexico, and I swear every door I kept doing the opposite. I kept pulling when it was a push and pushing when it was a pull. So maybe I lost some brain cells when I was down there, but you know what it feels like. If you're not reading the signs, then you're not going to get anywhere. So how does this look? Okay. This is all about being a thought leader, is all about distinguish. And that's really the first pillar of iconic success, because this is the whole process right here. That's the 7-figure CEO formula. Okay. And there is really only 3 pillars and 3 steps within those pillars. And we're on that first one. So you can see, I kind of highlighted, thought leadership is all about amplifying your authority. And what that really means is that thought leaders prescribe solutions. They're always talking about the solution for people. They're not about selling services. And so if you think that you always have to be selling, and that's how you're going to rise to the top and be known, no, it's not it. Okay. What is the solution that you provide? People only care about having their problem fixed. And if you have a solution that you can provide, they will pay attention to you. So one of the solutions we have for you today is we want to find $100,000 in your business in 45 minutes or less. And I am going to do that. It's a $2,000 offer that we have, and somebody gets it for free. So all you have to do is type #treat down below, and we're going to do a random drawing in a second, and whoever wins gets that session for free. So I will find $100,000 of profit in your business, guaranteed. Okay. Now, if you want to know if you're set up right for being a thought leader, we want you to test your skills and see if you're on the right track. And there's a couple questions you'll ask. It'll take you less than 2 minutes. It's a free quiz. And just type #quiz. We'll send you the link. There's a link on the screen, but we'll send you that. Go take the quiz and see if you are set up and primed for being a thought leader. So what are the 4 steps? Okay. 4 things that you have to do in order to become a thought leader is you need to have some books. Do you have a book or some books that you've written? Not like back in 1980, but something current, right? And you have to stay current. I've written 3. I have another 2 that I'm working on, and a series of 7, one for every day of the week, that has just come off the printer. It's coming out, and I will show you guys that next week. So, but books, blogs, broadcasts, and brand. Okay. Now I'm going to give them in reverse order, but like the brand is the end thing, but that's what ties it all together. That's like the foundation in your house. Okay. So these are all important. Not one of them is something that you want to skip. So the first step, let's talk about the first step in becoming the go-to thought leader. And that is books. Do you have books that you've written? Now, I'm not saying a boring ChatGPT book, that you can write in 3 hours. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real book about your specialty, about the thing that you're willing to be the best at, better than anybody else. Okay. So these are our newest books that we have coming out here. And if you type #call, we'll hop on a 10-minute call with you, answer any of your questions about being a thought leader, and let you pick one of those books for yourself as well. So you've got to have a book. Why? Because a book is a force multiplier. It's going to dramatically change your trajectory. It has a big impact, even though it's just such a small thing. For something less than $20, you can make $20,000 off of it very easily. I've made millions of dollars off of my book, Soar and The Power of a Wish. And guess what? You can get them both for under $10, right? Most of the time we give them away, but I've made millions off of that. So writing a book establishes you as somebody with credibility very quickly. You get instant respect. People love authors. They all like, oh, you wrote a book, because people know how hard it is. I always say my first book was like birthing triplets. And it also has a lasting impact because it's going to stick around, right? No matter how long ago you write it, you can always update it. And people are like, oh, you wrote a book, and they always go. Every time someone reads my book, before they talk to me, they're like, okay, I'm ready. Like, I don't even have to talk to them. They're like, I get it. You get it, right? That's what I mean. When you put your thought leadership into your book, it transforms things right away. So who has a book? Anyone here have a book? Let me know if you have a book. Put it down below. Put your title. I love to read it. And if you haven't read our book, Soar, you can ask my team about it, what they think, and how it was for them. And if you are ready and you want to really take this seriously and take your business to another level, take you to another level, so you don't have to keep scratching and clawing with everybody else out there, and you can really stand out, go ahead and schedule your appointment. And you can go to meetconnie.com. That's meetconnie.com. And we will hop on a call. We'll uncover the blocks that you have. I will actually define a strategic plan for your success. I will lay it out just like you saw that roadmap. You will walk away with a roadmap for your business to take it from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less without all the struggle and the stress and the overwhelm. And then we're going to outline those steps to freedom. So you not only need a plan, but you need to know how to work through that plan. Okay. So the second step, we're going really fast here for this special Halloween edition. And remember, type hashtag treat below if you want your name in the drawing. So the second step to being a thought leader, what do you think that one is? I kind of gave you a sneak peek, is you need to have a blog. I know. Remember, these things were so hot for a while and then they kind of disappeared, but you want to have something that continues to give you regular content that you can put out. It's also a great source of referral marketing. And I always like to call it an article bank, okay? Because that's where all of your articles are, and you can refer. We do this a lot, is when the media wants, information, just say, hey, go to my article bank, and they can go there and look up any of the articles and reuse them. And that's another way that you become a great thought leader. So you need to have new content coming out all the time. Sure, it's easier now with ChatGPT, but you still need to put your touches on it. Okay. Otherwise, it's just going to be very boring and people go, oh, that's not a thought leader. Okay. And sometimes you can kind of tell when something is just automated and they haven't touched it up. So your article bank is all about that. Like, get new content out there all the time. And you can, of course, recycle it. And it's a great referral tool for people that want to feature you in their articles and refer to you as a thought leader. And you'll be surprised. You'll get your name, in a number of places. And I have had clients come because they saw something that I wrote or a show that I did somewhere else, and they contacted me from that. I didn't even have to do anything for it. So it's a great form of free marketing, and all of these you will find are, okay? So again, I want you to take your score, take your test. What's your thought leadership score? You can find out, type hashtag quiz below. We'll get you the link, and then you will get the quiz. And best of all, you will get the answers right away too. Okay, so we've covered 2. Now we have another one. Okay, we're on step number 3. If you missed 1 and 2, then just ask for the replay. Okay, so do hashtag replay if you want to get the replay and see the other steps that we already covered and what it means to be a thought leader. So here we go. Let's go to number 3. Okay, what's number 3? This is where we're talking about broadcast. Okay, so you notice there's a theme: first books and blogs, now broadcast, all about speaking and events. And right now you are in one of our events and a speaking thing. Okay, so you are in our iconic virtual studio. Okay, so that's what you need. All right, you need a way to be broadcasting out to the world all the time. We're at least once a week. Okay. We've been once a week for 4 years straight and never missed once, not once. Okay. So that's again how you're going to build that. If you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go online and I don't want to be seen and all of that, or I don't know how to be on camera, or what would I say? And I'm so uncomfortable. And guess what? We're all horrible in the beginning, right? That's the first part of success. The first part of success is suck. You're going to suck in the beginning. That's okay. No one's watching anyway as you get started. But as you keep doing it, more and more and more people will show up. And just so you know what the stats are, 10% of the people, if you go live, are going to be there when you're live, but 90% of the people see it after the fact. So don't get so hung up on the vanity numbers, right? It's about being prolific and putting your information out there all the time. All right. So what you want to do is these three things. All right. The whole point of broadcasting is to create awareness, right? And what are you doing to put out the awareness of what's going on? Then you capture their attention and then you have affinity. Okay. People get this wrong all the time. They don't know the point of why they are broadcasting. Now, let me show you what this means. When you're broadcasting, there's sort of a stack that you're going to go through. Okay. And so what the stack is there's different ways of putting your broadcast out there so that you are seen as a thought leader. So you can tap into these things. So breaking news, live things, like there's, I'm not going to mention any of the stories right now, but there's lots of stories that are very global and impactful and head turning on the news, right? So news driven stories are kind of the first level. If you want to tap into that, right? You could even say I'm tapping into some breaking news right now because today is Halloween. Okay. So now the next thing that you can do is like what we're doing. We're stream live all the time. Okay. And this is you driven. Oftentimes it's talking about you and your specialty and the thing that you do. And then the third layer is relationship driven. And that's when you have interviews and you bring on people and like in a podcast or a video blog, and you do interviews. And I've done a number of interviews and summits, right? And that's more relationship driven. So you can do all three of those. But as you get higher and higher up, then you have more authority in the thought leadership realm. Okay. So a lot of people didn't know that. And they're just like putting things out willy-nilly. Know the stack, know the order that it goes into, because some are more valuable than the others. All right. And you can see a lot of people are always just tapping in and talking about what's hot, what's hot, what's hot. They're not a thought leader. They're a parrot, right? They're just going and they're just repeating everything that's out there. They're not original. So be careful of that. Yes, you'll get eyeballs if you're talking about something hot, but you don't get anyone lasting. Okay. It's gaper's block. You're just looking like what happened over there, but you don't stay. You don't get out and help. Right. So you want to get into the top two tiers. Now, the other thing that you can do for those of you who feel camera shy, and by the way, most entrepreneurs are introverts. So if you're thinking, I can't do that, I'm an introvert. So are we all. Okay. So you can do a podcast, and this is awesome. So podcast is very audience focused, right? So you want to have audience focused lead magnets that you can get, because this is how you're going to get your thought leadership out there. And you're also going to get leads, right? So that you can get clients. So what's your podcast? We have the SOAR podcast, and we, if you go to that, you can get all the different tools, right? We have a whole series and a course that you can do. Like, I want to start a podcast. Well, we'll show you exactly how to do it, how to plan it, what are the 10 steps that you need, get some bonuses, get some back copies of our SOAR podcasts that you can have as well. And if you didn't know this, we did a whole series on the Power Podcast Playbook System. And so if you want this, just type hashtag podcast. Okay. Hashtag podcast. It's awesome, if I say so myself, right? Everything you get, you're going to get 2-part trainings, how to be a host of a podcast and how to be a guest of a podcast. You will get the 57-page planner that you saw, 4 cheat sheets, 18 templates on how to set everything up, a one-on-one strategy session to get yours up, because we can set your podcast up in one day, and a free podcast website, and it's already done for you. Okay. So these are all the things that you could do, right? You could have a podcast up by Friday, right? You could have it up on Halloween if you want to. So that's everything that you get in the system, the 2 live trainings, the setup on the live call, the whole website, with links to your podcast so people can play it right away. It's super cool. Just type #podcast if you want to get the details on it. And we did a free training on that as well. So I highly recommend that, because, right, just like YouTube, stays on forever, your podcast will be out there forever, and it takes you to the top of the level where you can have the relationship driven media and thought leadership position as well. Okay. So these are all really, really powerful ways to build your thought leadership, and thought leadership matters because you don't have to spend all your money on marketing and advertising, right? All 4 of these steps, 0 ad cost, absolutely 0 ad cost. Now, if you weren't here in the beginning, you have to type replay, because we are going to, where is it here? We are going to have a drawing in a second. Don't go anywhere. And all you have to do is type #treat, and we're going to do a random spin. And one of you will get a $2,000 prize. And what that means is you're going to get a 45-minute session with me, and I'm going to do a deep dive analysis in your business, and I'm going to pull out $100,000 worth of profit in your business in 45 minutes. All right. So stay tuned. Just type #treat, and we're going to do the drawing in just a second. So when you think about the broadcast, right, there's 3 kinds of media. You can rent your media, right? That's where you pay, advertising, social media, but it has less authority, okay? Because people know it's paid. You can earn media rights, right? With publicity, like I said, having your blogs everywhere, speaking engagements, word of mouth, a lot higher authority. Or you can own the media, and that's with your own blog and website and list, and that means you have full control. Now, if you don't have a website and a blog, you don't have your email list, and you don't have your landing pages, and you don't have your books, all of that is owned media, and we can help you with that. So if you need some help with that, just type #call, and we will get that for you. We're minutes away from the drawing. Hold on. The drawing is coming up. You do have to be present to win. So make sure you're really taking advantage of this broadcast area. This is a 3rd area, because here's the scoop. The one with the mic or the marker makes the money. If you have the microphone or you have the marker and you're the one speaking and you're at the podium, right, then you're the one that makes the money, not sitting in the audience. Okay. So great if you're networking, but you should really be leading. This is all about the thought leadership, right? So again, test your skills. See if you have what it takes to be a thought leader, and you will find out in under 2 minutes. Just type #quiz or go to the link on that slide right there. Now, the last one, and then we'll do the drawing. And this is the hardest one to do. This is the hardest one to get right. And that is the next thing, which is this, right? You need to create your brand. So who has a brand? Who has spent time on a brand? It is really important. So we have the iconic brands, and that houses all of our other brands, right? So we have iconic business advisors, we have the iconic VAs, we have iconic TV, iconic leadership academy, we have the iconic MBA, we have the iconic mind. So you can see there's a lot of different brands. Do you have different brands for your business? Okay. Are you building it all under one family of brands? That's important. Or do you have all these different things, like that girl I mentioned who's in crypto and dating sites and social media and all these other things that are totally disconnected? Okay. So we have our iconosphere, we have our iconic agency. So all of those, we have the iconic author, the iconic speaker. And so that's what you want, right? That's how you, again, stack everything up to be a thought leader. That does not mean you have to make all these products, okay? But you're starting to, once you get to a certain level, there's 4 stages, right? But in the SOAR formula, and the fourth one is that you're going to repeat it all, right? You're going to duplicate it. So you keep creating new and bigger and better brands, so you become an entire brand. And that way, if you want to sell your business for 10 million, $100 million, right, you can sell the entire family of brands, or you can piece off little brands that you can sell. Maybe sell one for 5 million, another one for 10 million, and something like that. Okay, so you don't have to give away the whole store. This is why you need a powerful brand, and it all goes with story and all that. Now, this is one of our specialties, and we spend a lot of time with our clients on this. If you need some brand help, if you don't even have a brand, you don't even know what your business name is, okay, you definitely need to book a call, okay? So you want to have everything very cohesive, and that's really how you're going to get that message out, right? So you want to be able to broadcast, you want to have the books, you want to have the teachings, you podcast, you can have the swag, everything, right? So that's how you get seen, that's how you get heard, and that is how you get paid. And of course, you do need your own authority brand website. That's your own real estate, you own it. So you also want to make sure that you have your name, at least have your own name, okay? So that people are going to Google you and figure out, oh, what does she have, right? And that way you can establish brand consistency throughout everything we do is iconic, right? So we put that out there with all of the branding, and everything is around the cube and the 4 steps. And that's all of our thought leadership, because we believe business should be much simpler than people are making it, right? And you only need 4 steps to succeed. So what is it for you? How are you building your thought leadership as a lead generation formula? How are you getting eyeballs on you? Okay. And what I showed you today is it's really black and white. If you missed any of this, type #replay. Okay. Because there's only the 4 steps. That's all you have to focus on: the books, the blogs, the broadcast, and the brand. Those are vital. If you don't have those, you can't just do it with one. Say, I got a great brand. Yeah, but you don't have anything else, right? You're not going to hit a 7-figure brand. And you don't even want to stop until you get to a 7-figure brand, because you're just not going to make enough money by the time all the expenses and everything else comes out. But if you do want to make money, we want to help you. We're going to do a drawing in just a second. Do not go anywhere. And book a call if you want help with your thought leadership, any of the 4 Bs: books, brands, blogs, and broadcast. Okay, that's what it takes. So book a call. We'll hop on a call for 10 minutes. Ask me questions. If you need more time, we will do that. But what I really want to do is pull out $100,000 out of your business right now. And who wants $100,000 in your business right now in 1 hour or less? Because that is our specialty. That's what we do. We can find it, and it doesn't take long. We use those 4 steps, okay, to find it. So what I'm going to do right now, you guys need to go here, okay? Go here and #treat right now, because we're going to do a quick spin, and we're going to pick a winner. Somebody's going to get that $2,000 prize, or I find $100,000 in your business in under 1 hour. So are you ready? Okay. While I go switch screens, okay, if you do want to call, this is what we can do for you as far as helping you uncover all the blocks to your growth. We will come up with a strategic plan, and then we will outline the plan so you have absolute freedom. Okay, so hopefully this is sharing. This is what you guys need to do right now. If you haven't done it, come on, somebody put it in there. Put your #treat in there. So what we're going to do is we will draw a name. So all you have to do is #treat, and we're going to be drawing this name. So as soon as we finish, we will draw this name, and we will post the name. Whoever had #treat, we're going to do that. So make sure that you put that in there. Okay. You've got just a couple more minutes. Go put #treat in there, and then we will we will show it to you. I don't know if you were able to see that. Hopefully you were. Okay. So hashtag treat. We will do a drawing in about 2 minutes. And I can't do it when I'm on the air. So put it in hashtag treat, and you will be able to get a complete business analysis done on your business, find $100,000 hiding in your business, so that you can go out and apply it and use it in your business to grow and scale your business. So I want to wish you guys a happy, I was going to say Thanksgiving, Halloween. Go out, go trick or treat. And most importantly, become a thought leader. Think about it. Doesn't matter if you're just getting started. Use these 4 principles to start growing your business now, because when it's time to do it, it will be a lot harder. So do it as you're growing right now. Put these 4 things into play. Get your books, get your blogs, get your branding and all your websites, and get your broadcasting out there. So again, if you do want to get the podcasting information that I gave you, we'll be happy to put that up for you. And everybody go out and have a happy Halloween. See you guys later.